Welcome back to the Twin Cities Film Fest 2024 Minnesota Shorts Showcase. With me, I have filmmakers of the short films showing tonight. Please introduce yourselves.
I'm Dan Delano with the film MacGuffin.
And I'm Nick Biewer with the film Walkaway.
And will you please give us a synopsis of your films?
So MacGuffin is the story of basically a guy searching for his thing that got stolen, which basically what MacGuffin is in films and all that, and just leads to then kind of a crazy chase around the city and action scenes and just kind of a fun little action film.
Sounds fun. Walkaway is the story of a guy, hapless dude who just happens upon a bag of money, and knowing all the movie tropes, he has to decide, are we going to keep this money or play it safe and walk away?
So I read that you were inspired by the Coen brothers. In what way do you feel inspired in this film?
Yeah, Steve, the director, and I both love the Coen brothers. We're huge fans of No Country for Old Men as well as Big Lebowski. So I feel like this movie kind of combines the dude and this goofball character, but puts him in the scenario of No Country, where we find this huge sum of money that could potentially change our lives, and hijinks kind of ensues.
And what was your role on the film?
I was the director of photography on this one.
And where was it shot?
We shot around here, actually. It was all Minneapolis locations and crew, which was awesome to work with people who grew up here, people who know the locations super well and frequent some of these bars. And I believe Steve's dad works at the milling shop that we used, so it was kind of cool to get to explore some of my friends' hometown and see things that way.
Very cool. And Dan, so MacGuffin, is it sort of a spoof on movies, maybe action movies?
I wouldn't say it's a spoof. It definitely was kind of inspired by trying to bring in some basically like anime style action sequence and stuff into real life situations. So a lot of the moves and stuff are much more accentuated, and we add in some effects that are much more seen like animes and all that. And then we wanted to just try to push some bounds and different film things of like, what can we do in this action scene that's definitely not plausible type stuff, but just fun to see on screen. Like, we wanted to have fun with it, with some of the effects and everything that we can do for them, and just kind of go from there.
Is there a reason that you named the characters just Guy and Barbie?
Yeah, so we just want to kind of be generic with them. Like with MacGuffins, it's a thing that just you never really see it or whatever, and just kind of progresses the story, but doesn't have anything to really do with it. And so we wanted to make them kind of generic with that too, of a Guy and Barb, and then Mr. Big and things like that. Just kind of these general action style character names and all that. Just kind of play off of that.
There are some really great action scenes, and it's a very testosterone-laden movie. And yet, in the end, I'm hoping I'm not giving anything away. In the end, it is the woman's intellect that wins. Are you trying to send a message, perchance?
Maybe a little bit there. It's not always, the big burly guys are the ones who always can win it and can win it by fighting the way through everything like that. Sometimes it takes a little bit of cunning and strategery for who to win there and get what they want. So just kind of had fun with that.
Well, thank you very much for joining me. We will have more interviews in just a moment.